Good morning, Mr. Sanjay, and welcome to Schoolhype Spotlight. Schoolhype is a service to help schools and preschools to grow their business, and Spotlight is a way to share your knowledge and experiences with others. Mr. Sanjay, we know you as an educationist with a revolutionary outlook, always trying to explore new ways to progress and advancements. So we have few questions for you, which would help the viewers to imbibe a lot from this video.
Good morning, School Hype and team. Let me take this opportunity to thank you, School Hype, for inviting me for this short interview. And let me also take this opportunity to greet the teachers of the country on celebrating the Teachers' Day, followed by the World Literacy Day. So, school leaders, teachers across the country, wishing you the best.
The internet has opened new horizons for online education. What do you think is going to be the future of schooling and preschooling in India in terms of delivering the model?
Internet is going to stay. Internet is going to be the future of education too. The only reason why internet is very successful is that the reach is very fast, and then it's very affordable too. And if you ask me, actually pandemic has opened up the possibilities of internet in a much bigger and better way. Online teaching is going to stay for a very long time because of its flexibility and because of its adaptability. So internet, online teaching, learning is going to stay for a very long time in this world.
We have heard about your new initiative called India's Futuristic Fusion Preschool. We would like you to tell us something about it.
Yes, Pottersville is India's first company to launch this concept of India's futuristic fusion preschool. The idea behind this concept is we have identified that there is a huge breadth of quality teachers across the country. And this problem is not just within the country, but then even beyond the country. So we thought that generally teachers are restrained to their communities even if they are having good amount of experience. So we are using technology to see to it that their teaching practices are deployed rurally across the country. So even the most rural child will be able to benefit from this concept of fusion schooling. And then the general practice, what the children are into these days is they are into playing with a lot of video games on mobile, or they are into watching too much of TV. And then we thought that if we can actually convert this challenge into an opportunity by appending education to children using our fusion school model, and this is what parents aspire to. So we have also identified that the students are at a lot of advantage when it comes to fusion schooling. They have a two-teacher advantage. One teacher who's online and experienced, and then we have whom we call them as mentors. Then we also have a second teacher lined up in the school who's basically called a nurturer, a little experienced teacher, but then she or he will help these children to conduct their daily activities and to cover up their low areas.
That's really interesting. So, what's your roll-on plan for these schools?
Our rollout plan is to start with, we want to launch this concept with our home city Hyderabad, followed by our home state Telangana, and then probably go all India. The idea is to have one Potter's Wheel fusion school in every pin code area of the country, and that means in next 5 years of time we would love to have about 19,000 schools spread all over the country. And we have also observed that there are a lot of hits on our website from countries like US, United States of America, UK, then Ireland, Spain, France, New Zealand, Australia, Iran, Belgium. So probably we will look at expanding to these countries in future too.
How do the students benefit from the Fusion Preschool?
Children actually enjoy this concept of fusion schooling. They are so much adapted to playing on TV or a mobile, and now that they are learning on the same platform, they actually enjoy the concept of fusion schooling. And also they also enjoy this advantage of learning through two teachers, mentor through the online mode, and then the nurturer to through the offline mode. So actually children enjoy a lot of attention span, and obviously this helps in their learning improvement also. We also record the sessions every day and send the link to the parents. So parents can actually access and understand what's happening with the child in the classroom, and probably whenever possible cover up the low areas along with their mentors and the nurturers.
How do parents benefit from this model?
If you ask me, actually, parents are pretty happy with this model. The reason being, as we are aware that today's children are using or watching a lot of videos or the stuff more on either the mobile phone or the TV or the iPad. But then, if the same time is being used in a very constructive way of learning and education happening on this platforms, this is a great relief to the parents. They are very happy with this concept of fusion schooling. Another big advantage for the parents is we have this model of two shift schools. So parents can actually join their children at the convenience of their working hours, and that will actually help their children to be together with them, and this builds a good amount of bonding between the parents and the children. So that's how, if you really ask me, parents are very very happy with this concept of fusion schooling.
How do the preschools get benefits from your Fusion Preschool?
Uh, Schools enjoy a lot of benefits. Our partner schools enjoy a lot of benefits through this model of fusion schooling. First, their children have an advantage of learning from highly qualified teachers whom we handpick from across the country and even globally also. The schools also have another advantage, being their economics work out better because they have a possibility of learning the schools in two shifts. And then the schools also enjoy this benefit of getting a standardized and structured curriculum involving a lot of international, especially the Finnish practices, and on the lines of the new education policy 2020 as per the government of India. Most of the schools are not aware of what is NEP 2020 and how it has to be implemented. Now that we are offering a solution to them, this is easier for them to take it forward in a better and best way for their children to have a better learning. Along with that, obviously this improves their economics too, and this we also help the schools with lot of branding support and lot of marketing support, such that schools avail better admissions, and they enjoy all these perks once they partner with us, either as a partner school or franchise school.
You are a Rotarian and a roundtabler and known for your social services. Do you have any plans for upliftment of rural India?
I'm actually privileged to be a student of one of the top 10 schools of the country, HPS. And I was always of the opinion that schools in the country are on the same lines, but that was a big disappointment to me. So, this is where I have decided that something has to be done on the schooling front. I have also realized that schools, especially the rural schools, have a lot of lacuna of good teachers and good quality of education. So this is where through the organizations like Roundtable and Rotary, where I am a member, I thought we should contribute to developing quality education even in the rural areas, and bring the students on par with the urban schools, or in fact, if you ask me, the global schools. So this is where we are trying to impact rural schooling through our fusion school model, who will have an access to the high quality teachers whom we handpick from across the country. And then they would also have a platform where they can interact with their peers in urban areas or the global areas. So hopefully this should help our children, especially residing in the rural areas, for a better education, and this should impact the country too in a bigger and better terms. I take this opportunity to thank Schoolhype again for giving me this opportunity to interact with you all. Thank you very much.
That's really nice, Mr. Sanjay. We wish you good luck and lots of success ahead. See you soon with another round of conversation. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us.